All right. Welcome, welcome. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, everybody. It is January the 3rd and it is 2024. Let's all hope and pray that we will have a healthy and prosperous 2024. All right, guys, I have not got a lot for you today. So if you have a bunch of questions, feel free. In fact, I'm in my vehicle and I'm um, waiting for a medical appointment that I have to go to. So I'm doing this from my mobile device. So I do apologize if any of you are having any bad connections. We didn't send out any emails knowing that the call was going to be very short and to the point today. But guys, welcome to the call. I hope all your new year has started off the correct way. And if it hasn't, give it another shot tomorrow. That's what I keep telling myself. We've had a lot of good things going on today. We've just been on with Roy, with Ripple. We're going through the new program that we thought we'd actually have ready to announce to you today, but unfortunately we're not. We're waiting for some cloning to be done to see if we can save on some text. So for all of you joining the call, if you don't know who I am, my name's David Cutler. I'm COO of Avazoo. We're going to be quickly addressing today Ripple, which is rewardsripplesolutions.com, which is our new affiliate partner that is going to be producing a opportunity for a lot of people in many different ways. What it's going to do is allow you to get free entries from using their device. Now, what I will tell you guys that we're excited about, and we were going to announce this today with a bunch of other stuff, that we have come up with some solutions, some workarounds, as we call them in technology, that we are not going to have to wait for all of the app program to be up and operational. So that is really exciting for us. I mean, really, really exciting. Means rather we got to put something into ISO for approval. We got to sit and wait for 2 weeks, and then they say change one line of text. And then you put in another approval, and you got to wait another week or 10 days. All these things are going to be resolved by not having to go through the app itself for what we're doing. So for a quick kind of scenario to let you guys know what's going to happen is on the 15th there will be a sign up process that you're going to be able to sign up. Okay, this sign up, there's been a lot of discussions going on, and the jury, as we call it, has not yet made the final decision on whether there's going to be a 70-30 split commission or whether we are going to just leave it as a standalone product. So where it's getting a little complicated, we've got Avazoo.com, which is raffle tickets, and then inside Avazoo.com we have people that have the opportunity to receive these free entries. Now, the problem with that is by using the banners and taking away from what it was designed for, it could create and may have already created some problems with some people understanding why are we posting about different businesses and different opportunities. So immediately when we got some bad kind of bad karma on what was going on about the business postings, we decided to move that over and put it into Ripple. What this means is when people are in Ripple, they will be coming to Ripple for multiple different reasons. The most important reason, actually, their reasons will be different than mine. One of the most important reasons they will be coming to Ripple is because they want to win money or they want to win points to win prizes for charity. So it just depends what their person's wish list is to come forward and join Ripple. However, Ripple will be a free download website or an app that they can download that allows them to participate in multiple games that can win money for charitable organizations or to help other businesses or to help organizations, charities, etc., etc. So guys, it's been a little confusing putting it all together. So we know if we're confused, somebody who's been around for a while, they might understand and say, what the heck is going on? So simply put, this is what's going to happen is on the 15th of January, or close to that date, we're still that's a week on Monday away yet. There's going to be a new sign up process. We're going to open the sign up process, we think, for 2 weeks, possibly 4 weeks at the worst scenario. That sign up process is going to allow people to come in and sign up. And the individuals that sign up, there's going to be a power line. And in that power line, people are going to be rewarded no matter where you are in that power line. So, as you're aware right now, there is a reward program we're doing where points get put into an account. And if you're a special VIP and been with Avazoo for a long time, these points will accumulate and they'll be divided between you individuals that we've done a special promotion. We're going to have a second account that these points will go into a reward group, which will go into a power line. So this means everybody that participates will still get points, even if they don't win in the game. So, guys, we have a lot to really, really go over with you. But again, we don't want to over confuse you. We really want a website. We want text. We want images so you can actually see things, see it, with your own eyes. It's sometimes a lot easier. So on the 15th or close to that date, we're going to be opening up a sign up process. In that sign up process for the next 2 weeks to 4 weeks, you will have a opportunity to go out and sign up as many people as you want. There's no cost to it. Anybody that signs up will go into this power line, and that means in this power line, it will create them points that they can bid on this auction site. Now, the goal is that these people also play in the Magic game when we launch that, which we're hoping to be by the 30th of January. We launch the Magic game, people come in and play in that game, and then they say, hey, I like this, I can win money, I can win points, I'll upgrade and I'll play in the daily game as well as the weekly game, which means that I'm now eligible to get more points, which means obviously you get bigger prizes, more money going to charities, etc., and more advertisement. More advertisement dollars mean more points that pay out more points through this new power line we're putting together. So, guys, we've got a real good plan. So once the plan was all lined out, architect as we call it, we had to make sure the engineers could put it together. We've been working with that over the holidays to put everything together, and we're pretty sure that we're going to be very comfortable in opening up for the sign up process around the 15th, and then by the end of the month we will actually open up Match It to start planning. Now, the one thing what won't be available on that time frame will be the lost my phone ringer, but it will allow people to go and play Match It and some other features like our poker game. You'll be able to go on and play in that as well and win money. So them features will be available, and then we're still on track for by the end of the month, 30th of January. The big question is then how much is it going to take time wise to build out the auction site so people can start bidding and winning prizes. Our goal is to have it all come live at the same time, and that's the only concern. We don't want to launch something that people start to get points and then can't that exact same week go out and get prizes. So that is the only thing. I do not have the news with you today, just because the way we're putting this together, some of it's web based, some of it is app based, and some of it on the auction site. So tomorrow morning, where I was hoping was going to happen earlier in that, we have an 8 o'clock call where we're hoping to clone something that is already in use today, and we're hoping to clone that. And if we can clone that, then we won't have a problem. We'll hit our deadline date absolutely 100%. The problem is if we can't clone it, then we've got a hard code, we've got to start from scratch, and we got to write it. How long is it going to take to write that code? Most probably 2 weeks to write the code, and then 2 weeks of testing, which means it'll put us back to the 15th of February. But in the meantime, the Match It game will allow us to go out and start winning points, so you can immediately start helping out. And of course, the way we've got this set up is Match It is paying back to charities, and the goal is by the end of this month that we're actually helping people. People win, they win money. That money then goes out to these charities, and we can start helping people by the end of the month. So, guys, we got a pretty good plan put together, and we are going to execute it, or we are executing it as we go through. We do have some good stuff to tell you, but I can't jump the gun. I don't want to tell you about something that unfortunately is not going to happen, or we let you down and it's 2 days later. One of my New Year's resolutions, and I had about a list as long as my arm this year. One of them is I'm not going to tell people something until we know it's absolutely 100% operational and working. We don't want you to get excited and then not being able to use it. So that's number one, guys. So you know where we're at. Quick update on Paul. I've been on with Paul today. He's out of hospital. He's not over. He's far from out of the woods, guys. He's still got a lot going on there. We also know that there was a, we'll call it a bug in the system rather than blame it on any individual. But we do know that some people that got the business plans couldn't understand why they couldn't see the banners, and that was because it was date oriented. So we've got a new calendar being put inside the business plan. So when you go for a month, you click on the 1st or the 10th or whatever it is, and you select your end date with the banner. What was happening was the banner showed up one time in the person's banner site, and then unfortunately couldn't see it again because they didn't have the dates in there. So there was a bug in the system, we'll call it, and that's being fixed. That should be done on the push tonight, so that should be up and going. There shouldn't be any problems at all. Additionally to that, guys, we haven't done any emails this week. We are not going to start emailing and telling everybody. The social sites right now, you guys are really being part of that because you got the share opportunity. So keep them shares going, guys. The more posts you do, the more shares you get. Do remember, you do need to have a ticket purchase. That's the only requirement that most probably some of you are having. Hey, I don't know if I want to go out and get a ticket or sell a ticket. Guys, we got to do something to create Avazoo's ticket sales. So if it's something you feel that, hey, you're not going to sell another ticket with Avazoo, then unfortunately, guys, you're not going to be in the referral bonus points, which is absolutely huge. Remember, every time there's a posting, there are going to be points going to this pool, and then once a month and maybe bi-weekly, then points will be divided between the people in that pool. So please remember that is a huge opportunity for you to do it. But if you don't want to purchase a ticket to give to somebody, or you don't want to sell a ticket to somebody, then please understand that we're in Avazoo because we want to sell tickets, and that's the only way Avazoo is going to happen. So if you opt not to do that, then unfortunately you disqualify yourself out of the pool bonus from Ripple. That was just one of the decisions we all made as a team when we done the partnership agreement. So please make sure you get your tickets sold for Avazoo, get your shares opportunity. Of course, that is to the 15th. If that does get extended, which we do not anticipate it to get extended at this time on the shares, that will be closed off on the 15th. And within a couple of days of the 15th, what will happen is we will give you then what they call a share offering. That is a document signed and executed by either myself or Gigi or the attorneys, whoever it is, that you exercise your right at a given date to buy all those shares for the cost of one single dollar. So if you've got one share, it costs you $1. If you've got 1,000 shares, it's still going to cost you $1. It's a legal document that you exercise your rights as a share offering. So guys, take advantage of this. We do, like I say, got a couple of exciting things for you in Ripple that we want to share with you, but we just can't jump the gun. We're hoping this Saturday we'll have them answers for you to tell you, so you can see why we're pretty excited about what's going on. Now, I will tell you about some banners. Okay, I was talking to Kelly about this last night. She's doing a great job over in Australia, already building some pages and PowerPoint presentations to help out. So, in a nutshell, yesterday we had the opportunity to present to Chase Manhattan, Chase Bank. They are Morgan Stanley Bank. What created the excitement for a presentation was because of a friend of mine that does some very large trades. We were talking, and I told him about our new product, what we had. And I told him about how we can post banners in direct areas. So, guys, I want to spend a couple of minutes on this now, because if you are looking to sell these banners, they are available at the moment at that locked in price. We have not increased it till we know it goes over to Ripple. So they're still locked in at the $30 a month or $3 for 3 days, so on and so on. You guys all know the prices. So how the presentation went down was this. We looked at some of the current sites that we've already been either going out and testing on, or we've actually got as customers, and we watched about where their rankings were coming in, and we can know without any single doubt in our minds that people that are clicking on links in the supporters links from around the world is driving these people's websites up the rankings, and it's coming naturally. In fact, it's coming so quick, it's kind of most probably messing the algorithms up of Google, because there's one particular site that we've had and we've tested on, and that site it's already come up when you go to Google that. Remember, I don't know if you guys know this. If you go and put in your name or your city, and you Google something precise, then it's going to come up exactly where you are. So if you go and put your name in, Tom Jones, Tom Jones is going to come up. But Tom Jones was a singer, and Tom Jones was from Wales, and Tom Jones was a ladies' man, and blah blah blah. So if you went and Googled, because you didn't know his name, a Welsh singer, and a ladies' man, all the ladies loved him because of his voice and the way he danced, would Tom Jones come up? Okay, that's how Google works. It's called keyword campaigns. Now, keywords come up because of several different ways. Number one, you produce sentences, you hashtag them. There's backlinks you can do, so on and so on and so on. I'm not going to get here and bore all you guys. But one of the natural ways they come up is that Google is reading a website that's been clicked on and linked on. So it says, okay, well, Tom Jones got clicked on one time, no big deal. But now Tom Jones got clicked on 10 times, it's more, or 100 times, or 1,000. It's a big deal. Then it reads the website, and the crawler comes out and reads through this website and takes all of the information, and it ties it together with all these keywords. So when somebody's looking for something, then what happens is it pulls it up. Well, what happened yesterday, through this conversation with Frank in the morning, Frank was able to get us on with somebody over at Chase Manhattan, Morgan Stanley, and we were talking to them about one of the problems they have in their banking. Now, this happens anywhere in the world. Wherever you're calling in from now, there are bank branches all over the world. Chase is a branch of Morgan Stanley, or the bank side of the Morgan Stanley. So in a city, they can have 5, 10, 50, even 100 separate branches, east side, west side. You could have 10 on the same street, just all over. Well, the problem is the majority of the search engines take them to the main website, where somebody goes to the main website and then they put in a location, and then what happens from that location, they can then find a local store. So when we done this presentation yesterday, what we explained to them is, by using our supporters link and having people like it, Google will see the hits on your branch in your Pacific area. And what it's going to do is it's going to read that data on there. It's going to read about Chase, read about all of the information. So when somebody new moves into the neighborhood, or somebody in the neighborhood is looking for your branch or a branch, instead of it giving the one downtown, the big main branch, it's now going to find your local branch. So we had this conversation with you yesterday, explained how it worked, how the supporter link is so important. And what's making it so important, believe it or not, is because of the searches are coming from other countries. So in some of them countries, you're not even using Google, you're using different search engines, and that's reporting back to Google and saying, oh, search engine so-and-so looked for a bank in your area. So what's happening is we are increasing the algorithms to look and say, okay, this is something important. We need to get this to the front page of Google. And where we come up with the keywords is we're going to turn around and read their website, take all their data from there, and we're going to say anything related to this branch that's in there. So it might say local branch at 100 Main Street. So when somebody's out there now and they're looking for a branch and they say bank near Main Street, it will find this particular branch. So again, if you understand it, you'll understand what our app is doing under the business program. And this is for less than $1 a day, guys. Don't forget, this is not the banner going inside the social sites. This is actual the supporters link. So when we explained it to them yesterday, we had a 10-minute opportunity phone call to speak to them. From that 10 minutes, now if you know who Stanley Morgan is, to get a 10-minute call with somebody of importance, that's a pretty good deal. We ended up being on the call for 40 minutes the first time, and then they come back and called us back and said a second time that we spent about another 30 minutes on the phone with them. So again, guys, this is a very key ingredient thing we got. It's brand new. We put the video up for you. I would start looking and putting a list together. I would also recommend, if you want to start pushing it now, you can do. But as I'm always very upfront and tell everybody, number one, Morgan Bank cannot do it under Avazoo because it means that in their opinion, Avazoo would be being endorsed by Morgan Chase Bank. So guys, before you say, did we get the deal? We got a firm commitment, that they want to go forward as soon as this is in Ripple. Another reason why we want to get Ripple out there. They cannot put it under the Avazoo app because they're saying it looks like we're endorsing a product here in the US that unfortunately that product could be gray line to being legal or not legal in America. So they know all about it. They love Avazoo. They said as soon as you're legal in America, please come back and talk to us. But as soon as you get Ripple site up and going, let us know because we want to start testing. That means they're going to start paying and testing, and they're going to come forward with, I'm not sure exactly how many stores. I don't know if it's going to be 1 or 100 or 1,000 or whatever. But guys, this program, what we've got, and remember, this was pretty new. When we get this all put together, lined up, this business model here, and then add to it the surveys, it's going to be a big money maker for you guys. So in Ripple, you got this opportunity side that you can be a representative and you can make money. Then you've got the other side that you can go in and win money for charities, at the same time win points for your own use, different prizes, different gifts, or whatever you want to do for it. So it's a truly a win-win situation. Now, guys, these things don't come together overnight. So if you're thinking, tomorrow morning this is all going to be up and operational, think about Avazoo, and I would challenge any one of you, and I mean this in a nice format. It's been a long time with Avazoo, and it's because we don't go over the gray line. We're not going to do things that aren't meeting the requirements. We are going to get a raffle license or have a raffle license. So it took us a long time to get there, and we could have cheated the system. We could have done things illegally or gray line. We're not going to do that. The same with Ripple. It's been completely instructed to Paul, he's the manager of the company, that 100% everything has to be, the T's are got to be crossed, the I's are got to be dotted, because we can't take any risk factor that it creates a problem for Avazoo and what we're doing. So guys, we're on track for the 15th to have the sign up process. We do believe that's going to happen. Then there's going to be a window of a couple of weeks, maybe longer, that allows you to sign up people. So your new teams will come in underneath. What will happen is if somebody plays in a game, we don't know how many levels that's going to be yet, but if they win, you get points. So now it's very similar to money, because you would win money if it's a network marketing product that somebody's selling. In this case, let's say I sign up Kelly, Kelly signs up Keith, Keith signs up Jennifer, and Jennifer wins. Jennifer gets the full amount of points. Keith gets a few points. Kelly gets a few points, and I get a few points. Then points accumulate. I go to the auction site, and I can get myself, whether it's a car or whether it's. You got to remember something. If you understand how the points of the auction site work, you're not going to be putting a $30,000 bid on a car. You're going to be putting up points that you've got for free, and then points in valuation might be one game, your two games you played in, because you might have got 300 points off of one game or 500 points off another game, and you put the bid on that car. But it could have been 1,000 other people bid on that site for that car, and that's how the money comes. So once you understand deal-com, how the concept works, and you understand what we're doing, and in everything we're doing is driving business for charitable organizations, meaning that when you win, they win, or I play, we win, as we call it. I play, we win. You play in the game to match it, and we as a group win. So guys, that money will then go out to them charities immediately. And then we've even thought about letting the charity pick prizes, having a separate entity where they could use points as well. So the charities might be able to go to the auction site, click under charity side, and they might be looking for generators, and they'll bid points on generators. So we have some ideas that we're playing with that would create some excitement as well inside that. So guys, we just want to let you know where we were. It's a midweek call. Yes, it's the first call of the year, and again, unfortunately, I'm at a medical building going in to have some biopsy done. But I apologize not for being in a computer. But we're excited. We've had some calls. We've been on today with everybody. Again, the chase yesterday really got us excited. That the fact that even they would entertain it, and they actually said, as soon as you get this in Ripple, then come back to us. We want to start testing. So then banners, guys, they really do work. No matter if you have a lot of postings going on, remember what's going to happen. Everybody right now we're talking about who's downloaded Avazoo app are the only people that can post about the banner. Now, if I'm posting, that's going to about 16,000 people, because I have different accounts and I've got all that many, not friends. I'm not going to sit and tell you I've got that many friends. I'm lucky if I've got enough friends on one hand, right? But I've got acquaintances. I've got one group that is a Tampa Buccaneer group that's got over 1 million people in that group. So when I post, depending where I post, that banner goes out. However, the difference is in Ripple. People aren't going to worry about Avazoo Raffle. People are going to be worried about points they can get. Unfortunately, we're going to use that natural human desire. Other people call it greed, okay? Desire to get something bigger and better. Well, they're going to want them points so they can go in and get a bigger TV or a bigger food basket or whatever it may be. So they're going to go out and get them points. They're going to post. They'll post these banners. So all these banks now, or pest control companies or offices or doctors, it's not just going to be Avazoo people that are doing the posting. It's going to be everybody that's part of this Ripple account, and that's how they get rewarded. So guys, it's kind of exciting where we're going, and things take a little bit of time to put together. Yes, keep going with Avazoo, keep selling the tickets, keep doing the postings in the CRC, but start getting your teams ready to sign up into Ripple. It's going to be a completely different company, or it is a different company. It's a different account. So there's going to be a special invitation for a group of you to open up. That 100 people that go in, which will open up Ripple, you'll be the first ones to go in to start at the top of the tree, or the top of the pyramid, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't bother me, but you guys will be at the top, and then as you sign up people, they will be coming in under you. This power line that we're going to do, because we kind of like the concept, will also have points. That means if somebody doesn't play in the game, there will be a restriction. We don't know what that's going to be yet. It could be 30 days, could be 3 months, 90 days, or it could be 180 days. Meaning if they don't play in any game, they lose them points. But the points don't go back to the house. The points will go back into the power line. So guys, we got some exciting stuff going on, and then in creating that engagement with the charities. A lot of people hype and talk about, yeah, charity this and charity that, but they don't actually do it. Maybe they can't financially afford to do it. Well, this way they can do it. They're playing in a game. I play, we win. I play, we win. So when I'm playing for myself, we're winning for organizations. So guys, it's going to be exciting as we move forward on here. Just so you know. And again, I want to give everybody a quick update. Paul was going to be on the call. I'm not sure if he is or not, but he's out of hospital again. Quick update for everybody, let you know. We have had some questions into the tech side of the company of what's going on. So we're getting some of the bugs out of the system over the holidays. So there was some situations going on where some people got blocked. So we've released some of the blocks on there. So it's been a good week. But Justin, if we got any questions, I will handle it. If not, what I would recommend, guys, is getting as many people on the call as Saturday as we go in and break down some more stuff for you. But do we have any questions, I think, just right now?
It's Paul and
Hello,
no, we
Paul.
don't. Hello, Dave.
All right, mate.
I'm good. I'm good.
Good, good.
Thank you for all the well wishes and the prayers, everyone. Like Dave said, I am out of hospital. Not out of the woods just yet, but I'm working on it, and hopefully I'll have it all sorted soon enough. But as far as I can see, we haven't had any questions come in as of yet.
Excellent. Well, you must be getting excited because you got a lot going on, and obviously coming back to find out that we've already spoken to a bank about this thing is pretty cool. And having that now in Ripple, you got this two side of the company. You got the affiliate side that is going to be allowed to make commission, and then you got this other side that is just freebies playing for points. That's going to be playing for charity. So you got to be really hyped about this thing.
Yeah, I am. I've had a lot of time to think while I've been incapacitated. I've got a few ideas that I'm going to run past you once I've formulated them all because you know what I'm like. I don't like to come to you without a fully understanding of an idea myself. But yeah, I'm going to make sure that if you're involved with Roads Ripple, that it keeps giving back to you all the time.
Good. Excellent. It's good to hear. So, guys, we've got a new twist, but it all comes down to Avazoo ticket sales doing a raffle. So don't ever get confused. Not, out of the I win, we play. Avazoo supports Aid Found. Aid Found will be one of the biggest organizations so that we can help in natural disasters. They just had bunches of stuff going on over the holidays, depending what country you are. There's been earthquakes, there's been rain out in Australia. There's been so many disasters going on that this is actually exciting. And I'm going to tell you something. We had this conversation yesterday. If we could return the clock back to a year or 5 years or even 10 years ago, we should have started off with Matchit building a solid foundation about creating money for people at the same time giving back to organizations. So sometimes I hate to say this because I know I'm going to get in trouble for this one from the ladies, but sometimes when I go out shopping or used to go out shopping with Ange, what would happen is she would look at something in the store and we'd walk around that whole store for an hour. And then she'd come back to the first thing that she looked at, and that's the thing she bought. Now, I'm not saying all women are like that, so I don't want to get in trouble, ladies, but I'm just saying if we'd have perhaps started with this and continued with this, Avazoo's tickets would have been a lot easier to sell. Think about it. Guys, you're going to be bringing people into playing Ripple to win TVs, vacations, cruises, all for free, and they can upgrade and play in more opportunities. We know there'll be a percentage that only play for free. However, they're always doing something good. They're playing for free, but they're winning prizes or winning money for charity. So we don't mind giving them free people something. But the people that want to increase and get bigger prizes, they'll have an option to buy a subscription plan that allows them to play in a daily game. Okay, a daily game. That daily game means it increases your probability of winning a lot more, which means you get more points. More points, you can bid on more things. I mean, who knows what you're going to end up bidding on there? Could be even a house. We don't know yet. It's too early to tell. But out of all this stuff, what's going on, guys? we are always giving back. There's always a charity side of it. With our poker partnership was coming on. When we first found out, it was about poker, we didn't want to be part of that. But then when we found out that they said as soon as somebody wins in the poker game and they don't pay to play, they don't pay to play, they play in the game for free. It's the same model as we got with advertisers in Match It, that we said, hang on, we can get behind this. There's no money going out of people's pockets. And if they win money, they also match that money they win to a charity. Now, this is all going to be in Ripple. And then you've got other gadgets and gadgets and websites. And we got a gas company. We got a virtual card. This virtual card is really exciting because as you go and use your virtual card, you're going to be getting points to bid on. And this bid situation is different than winning, say, a 5% back on a credit card or something, because you can bid at the right time, and you might only take 10 points or 100 points or 1,000 points that might get you a $10,000 prize. So when you're getting 5% back on a credit card, is not the same as this. Go to deal-.com, watch it, play in it, use it. You'll see exactly how it works. We're taking that model and attaching that to Ripple. But remember, I play, we win. We're always putting something back into charity's hands. It's going to be a powerful, guys. It's going to be very exciting about this journey. And again, we have a goal. Our goal is June of this year, 2024, to have all of the items that we've announced up and going. And there's additional items that Paul's got. I've got some stuff, but the ones that we know, we want to have all up and going by June. And every time somebody comes on, there's always a format of money giving back. And again, now the app can be downloaded by anybody. The web base will be able to be used by anybody, which is really exciting. So make sure you're on Saturday, guys, so you understand a little bit more about what's happening. And it's really about it. Justin, unless you got any questions, we're going to call it a quiz. We're going to go and get my medical stuff done.
No questions at the moment that I'm seeing in the chat. A lot of excitement and a lot of good comments, but no questions I see at this time.
Yep. So guys, when you're talking about what's coming, keep it a little confidential, because we're not going to be mentioning Avazoo. You want to get them into Ripple about this reward program, and then you're going to have the opportunity. They're all going to be able to get in here, and we're going to have this window for this power line that's going to be opened up. So it will create some urgency for people to sign up. We're expecting to have that sign up process in test stage this upcoming Monday. So we'll be testing, and a week on Monday, we're expecting to have that live. Now, it's not when the game starts. That's to get signed up, but get your people ready, because these people will also generate money back to you. We'll explain more about that on Saturday as they do things. They're in your downline, winning line, whatever you want to call it. You're going to have an opportunity to make some money from them. All right, guys. So be blessed. We will talk on Saturday at 12 noon New York time. Keep up the quotes. Make sure people are aware of it in the CRC, because these shares, I want to give them away to you guys, and this must probably be the last opportunity we can ever do that. So do your postings, get your tickets sold. Once you got your coupons, which run out this week, I think on the 6th, the coupons we give you guys, once that's over and done with, then get them to get their free entries, because if they get up to 100 free entries, then you guys are going to get 100 shares. So guys, there's a lot going on. Go and please take care of it, and we'll see you on Saturday. So be blessed, everybody. Thank you for joining, Paul. Take care of yourself. Be healthy. I'll talk to you in the morning. I'll talk to you a little bit later on tonight. Thanks, guys. God bless and take care. Bye-bye for now.